Tonight. This is a very special night. We've been planning this a long time, and I think this is the setting we probably would want to do this. Just something informal but yet formal for this very special man. I got a few notes here.
Oh my God!
So I've been vocation director since 2004, and then before that, Monsignor Tom Sullivan was the vocation director. Between the two of us, I think we total about 21 years. And so for those 21 years, both of us have been working with Tom Keegan for the ordinations and for the pictures of our seminarians. And I tell Tom this all the time, but Tom, we're still waiting for a bill. Okay? All right? So all these years, all these photographs, all this time with us, and it's all been his generous donated time to the diocese and to the Office for Vocations. And not many people know that, so I want to make sure you know that tonight about Tom's great generosity. This is a special year for Tom. He's 80 years old this year, right?
Wow.
As you know, this is the year that we want to do something special because he's been photographing the ordinations for 60 years, which means he started in 1955 when our diocese was all of 5 years old. So it's an amazing time. And I don't know if many people have that institutional memory of our church. All of the events and our bishops and all of the bishops' photos that you see in our library in the house. Tom looks at those and he can tell you what was happening that day and what kind of mood the bishop was in that day, what was going on. He's got great stories. He sees the still photo and yet he can go on for some time talking about the real life events of that very day. He's got such a great memory in that way, and he really is very few people in the diocese who have that, again, that institutional memory of the Diocese of Worcester and all of our events, all the things that are happening. So 80 years old, 60 years a priest, and this year is a wedding anniversary of 40 years, right, with Anne. So we have to stand up here. So 80, 60, 40. Right. So Tom has received so many awards, and I'm going to botch some of these names, but okay. But he's received a lot of his special awards over the years. In 1991, special awards from the National Photographers Association. In 1992, sometimes you say somebody's 1 in a million, and Tom is 1 in a billion. And the reason for that is that Kodak Corporation gives out a very special award called the Diamond Award, and that's only been given to about six individuals. And there's about 6 billion people on the planet. So 1 in a billion, okay? He served in many capacities over the years in his professional life as a photographer with the Massachusetts Association of Professional Photographers, the New England Association of Photographers. He was a director of the Northeast School, New England School of Photography. He's photographed presidents, congressmen, senators. He photographed St. John Paul II when he came into Boston in 1978. He's photographed every bishop of the Diocese of Worcester. That's amazing. And just hang on to that for me, James. Thank you. And he's photographed many New England bishops, and he's photographed well over 1 million people. Think about that. All of the school photographs he's taken over the years he's been a professional photographer, all of the high schools, the elementary schools, the middle schools, all those years. And he runs into people all the time that say, "You photographed me." I think it happened in Times Square once, right? Somebody walked up in Times Square and says, "You photographed me." I love that. So before I present Tom with an award, I wanted to also invite Monsignor Rose to come forward just to say a few words about Tom's dedication and work on the parish level. He's been so good to us on the professional photography level, but he's also a great Catholic gentleman in his own parish. Monsignor.
Uh-oh, you bet, yeah, oh, right. I don't have any notes, so I'll be longer. But I first met Tom 34 years ago tomorrow, when I was ordained. Yeah, when I was ordained. And we're now neighbors, and Tom is the senior altar server at St. Mary's Parish. He does many things with and without cameras, but faithfully serves just about every funeral that we have at St. Mary's. He is always one who is always there, so totally reliable. Just last week when we had a funeral of someone that wasn't really known within the parish, but who had been a 4th degree knight, of which Tom is as well, word got to Tom that this man's dying wish from Florida said to his wife, I know this can't happen, but it would mean the world to me if there could be some knights at my funeral. And indeed, Tom's the one that made that happen. So he's somebody who works so quietly behind the scenes. And at St. Mary's Parish, 7:30 every Sunday, serving as a Eucharistic minister. His wife Ann is the song leader at the 7:30 from the next to the last pew. But Tom has, for more than 50 years, took all of the class photographs of the students at St. Mary's School. Just been a wonderful, dedicated neighbor to our parish because he lives right across the street from us, and just a wonderful parishioner. Great to be with you, Tommy. Congratulations.
I'm going to present Tom an award now. This is a medal that I'd asked Tom to wear tomorrow here at the ordination. And it says 60 years of excellence, Thomas F. Keegan. 60 years photographer of ordinations, 1955 to 2015. And on the back it says presented by the Office for Priestly Vocations, the Diocese of Worcester. And whether photographing a pope, a cardinal, a bishop, a priest, a religious brother or sister, a deacon or a seminarian, a layperson, a U.S. president, a congressman, or a senator, Thomas F. Keegan has always done so as a true professional and a steadfast Catholic gentleman. A grateful diocese honors him for his 60 years of extraordinary service. Let's go forward a little.
Begin to thank all of you. It's a little emotional, but the joy it has been my privilege to serve all you beautiful holy men all these years from the very beginning. It's been a real pleasure for me and a great experience, and I can't tell you what it's done to my own faith to share such great memories with you people. And to have so many friends, it's just a wonderful experience. And probably another big brother I have in my life is this Father Masoni. What a wonderful guy. Love him. And thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been a great time. Enjoy yourselves.
Stick around and enjoy. Take a look at the medal. Get a picture with Tom.
You wore the right tie.
I wore the right time.
I want to